The Palestinians are the present-day victims of 1,000 years of Christian European and anti-Judaism and anti-Semitism. That's how it is.
But this guilt, Christian white European guilt, should have nothing to do with Palestinians.
So you've got a situation where the victimised became the victimisers of a new group of people. And it's absolutely true. This is the balancing act you have to do intellectually. Is to say, of course the Holocaust happened, Holocaust denial is a form of anti-Semitism, but at the same time, Israel uses the Holocaust as an ideological bulldozer to bulldoze everybody, including the Palestinians.
The Israelis try to put it into that vessel in order to heat up the fire, and because the last thing they want is peace.
It's very clever policy. This peace talks are just, again, to divert attention from the construction and expansion and all the rest of it.
Simply compare what Israel offers the United States with what the Palestinians offer the United States. The Palestinians offer nothing. They are weak, powerless, have no friends. Accordingly, they have no rights by the most elementary principles of statesmanship.
And they do everything they can to make sure that there is violent resistance. And that plays into the hands of the propaganda machine, which then in turn turns the victim into the villain. And this is what the Palestinians have been suffering under for a long time now.
And the fact is, Israel is an occupying military power. For the Hamas people, or anybody else, frankly, to shoot rockets into Israel is legitimate. It's under international law. They have a right to defend themselves. Military occupation is not acceptable.
I knew that their tactics were just aimed to intimidate me, so I smiled back at them with as broad a smile as possible, and I said, thank you very much, welcome to Israel, welcome to Israel. One of the younger soldiers came up to me with a gun and he told me to shut up, and he pointed the gun in my face and he said that he would kill me, and I said, how would you like to kill me? Would you like to kill me here or here? What's your preferred method? How do you do it normally? How do you normally kill Palestinians?
And when the world community is realising more and more that what Israel is doing is a slow genocide of the Palestinian people.
If your friend is a drunk driver, you don't let him drive. And the friends of Israel should explain to the Israelis that they're drunk with ambition or power or whatever it is, and they should watch out and be more thorough and careful. That's what good friends do.
One of the things that people like me have to do, in a sense more than for Ilan and Arada, being a British Jew, born in Britain, etc., is to be a sort of ideological warrior for Palestine, breaking down the arguments as much as possible, including, and to go back to the Holocaust question, including the Holocaust question. And for me it's now terribly straightforward. What happened, in a sense, and Tariq Ali put this very effectively, that the Palestinians became the second victims of the Holocaust.
They're bribing us in all kinds of ways, trying to buy our silence, but it's not working. Europe is investing a lot in Palestinian so-called security forces instead of education, health, and instead of helping us get rid of the occupation to start with. So what we need is not charity, what we need is solidarity.
Europe can do a lot. I mean, Europe prefers to toddle along obediently and not raise its head, follow the master. It doesn't have to.
I think we will look back in horror and say, how come we allowed that to happen?